Japan is known for its discipline, long life, and deep inner wisdom. And behind this extraordinary culture lie powerful mental principles that can literally reshape your habits, emotions, and mindset. Today, you're about to discover 10 more Japanese rules that can transform how you think, act, and live. Let's begin. First up, Shoshin, the beginner's mind. Shoshin teaches something simple yet revolutionary. Always think like a beginner. Why? Because beginners learn faster, they accept mistakes, they stay curious, and they have no ego blocking their growth. When your cup is empty, you can fill it with anything. When your mind is open, you can grow endlessly. This mindset destroys arrogance and activates a state of continuous learning, keeping you sharp and adaptable. Next is Mottainai, respect everything. Mottainai means you should never waste what has value. Not food, not time, not energy, not money, and not your talent. When you respect what you have, your mind becomes sharper. Your discipline increases and your awareness of the world around you multiplies. This single principle can save your life from the grip of distraction and laziness, bringing focus and intention to everything you do. Number 3. Ganbaru. Give your absolute best. Ganbaru isn't just about trying hard. It is perseverance with heart. The Japanese believe that if you do your best with full intention, even failure becomes honorable. This mindset builds incredible mental toughness. You stop giving up so quickly. You learn to push through challenges with dignity and grace. Ganbaru turns you from a bystander into a true fighter in your own life. Then we have Oubaitori, don't compare yourself. Oubaitori says you should not compare your life with anyone else's. Think about it. Cherry blossoms, apricots, plums, and peaches all bloom at different times, yet each flower has its own unique beauty. Your journey is unique. Your timing is unique. Your growth is unique. Comparison is the thief of joy. Oubaitori brings your focus back to your own path where it belongs. Principle 5 is Mono no Aware. Everything is temporary. This principle teaches you to appreciate the present moment, because nothing lasts forever. Happiness, pain, success, even people all are temporary. This mindset helps remove unhealthy attachment and gives you a deep sense of peace. Instead of resisting change, you begin to flow with life, just like a river. Mono no Aware turns you calmer, softer, and more grateful. Next is Hara Hachi Bu, the 80% mental rule. On the surface, Hara Hachi Bu is about eating until you're 80% full. But mentally, it is about self-control. You don't need to finish everything. You don't need to overdo anything. You don't need to push your limits until you reach exhaustion. This principle trains your mind to stop before you go into excess. And that habit applies to work, emotions, spending, and your energy. Moderation builds long-term strength. Number 7 is Nemawashi, quiet preparation before big action. Nemawashi is the art of preparing silently before any major step. Before you speak, you plan. Before you start a new project, you study. Before you act, you build the foundation. This mindset ensures your efforts rarely fail. Success becomes predictable when your preparation is strong. Like a tree with deep roots, you become unshakable in the face of any storm. Let's talk about Kanso, simplicity is strength. Kanso teaches that the simpler your life, the stronger your mind. A cluttered space drains your energy. Too many choices weaken your focus. Too many goals kill your productivity. When you remove the unnecessary, the essential becomes crystal clear. Simplicity is not about having less, it's about gaining clarity and power. The ninth principle is Gaman, endure difficulties with calmness. Gaman is not just patience. It is endurance with dignity. Anyone can stay calm when life is easy, but Gaman teaches you to stay calm even in the middle of a storm. This mindset makes your emotions incredibly stable. You become harder to break and harder to manipulate. Your silence becomes your power. Finally, Kaikaku, the radical life reset. If Kaizen is about making small, continuous changes, Kaikaku is about a massive transformation. Sometimes you don't need tiny steps. You need a big, bold reset. A new routine, new habits, a new environment, a new mindset. Kaikaku teaches you that powerful change is possible when you commit fully. It's the ignition switch for a brand new life. These 10 Japanese principles, Shoshin, Mottainai, Ganbaru, Oubaitori, Mono no Aware, Hara Hachi Bu, Nemawashi, Kanso, Gaman, and Kaikaku are not just ideas. They are mental upgrades. Apply even one and your life will begin to shift. Apply all 10 and you can become unstoppable. Which principle do you want to apply first? Comment below, I'd love to know. And for more Japanese wisdom, subscribe and stay with us. Have you ever felt that? You know you can become better, but you just don't know where to start. It's a frustrating feeling, right? Well, Japan has 4 ancient principles that can literally reprogram your mind and reshape your entire life from the inside out. Today, you'll learn the 4 pillars that millions of people use to build discipline, clarity, and inner peace: Kaizen, Ikigai, Wabi-sabi, and the mindset of Miyamoto Musashi. Let's begin. First up is Kaizen, small improvements for a big transformation. Kaizen simply means continuous improvement through small steps. Most people chase fast success. They want it all yesterday. But Kaizen teaches something different. Improve just 1% every day, and over time you will become unrecognizably powerful. This isn't about huge, overwhelming changes. It's about breaking big goals into tiny, manageable steps. Practice for at least 10 minutes a day. Celebrate those small wins. Ask yourself every single night, what tiny improvement did I make today? Think about it this way. If you want to build a healthy body, Kaizen doesn't ask you to run 5 miles on day 1. That's a recipe for burnout. It simply says run for 5 minutes today. Tomorrow, maybe run for 6. That consistent, gentle progress is what shapes a new identity. It reprograms your mind to see progress not as a giant leap, but as a series of steps you take every single day. This is how you build habits that actually last. Next, let's talk about Ikigai, your reason for waking up. Ikigai is the Japanese concept of finding your purpose, that thing that gets you out of bed with energy and joy. It's the intersection of 4 simple but profound questions. Ask yourself, what do I love? What am I good at? What does the world need from me? And what can I be paid for? When the answers to these 4 questions meet, that sweet spot is your Ikigai. Finding your Ikigai reprograms your mind by giving you a powerful sense of direction and clarity. It helps you stop comparing yourself to others because you're on your own unique path. This builds a deep, internal motivation that doesn't rely on outside validation. It removes so much stress and confusion. Ikigai turns your life from just random movement into purposeful, meaningful action. It's the difference between drifting and sailing. The third principle is wabi-sabi, which is the beauty in imperfection. This is one of the most healing ideas you'll ever encounter. We live in a world obsessed with perfection, filtered photos, and flawless highlight reels. But wabi-sabi says something radical. Imperfection is beauty. Think of a cracked teacup that's been repaired with gold lacquer. That process, called kintsugi, makes the cup more beautiful and valuable than it was before. The cracks aren't hidden. They're celebrated. This means your scars, your mistakes, your failures, they aren't weaknesses. They are your unique strengths. They tell your story. Embracing wabi-sabi reprograms your mind to reduce perfectionism and increase self-acceptance. It removes that crushing pressure to be flawless and helps you see failure not as an endpoint, but as a chance to grow. When you embrace your own beautiful imperfections, your mind becomes calm, honest, and courageous. Finally, we have the mindset of Miyamoto Musashi for unshakable discipline and mental power. Miyamoto Musashi was Japan's greatest swordsman, and he developed a mindset that creates incredible inner strength. He lived by 4 mental rules. 1. Do nothing that is not essential. Cut out everything unnecessary in your life. Focus only on what moves you forward. 2. Control your emotions. Fear, anger, and ego weaken your mind. Musashi believed that the one who controls himself controls the world. 3. Detach from ego. Don't walk around thinking you're already great. Be a student, always learning, always improving, always curious. And 4. Move with purpose. Every action you take should be deliberate and intentional. This is how warriors win their battles, not by luck, but by intention. Musashi's mindset reprograms you to build discipline, remove your ego, create mental strength, and find clarity in every decision. This is the mindset of someone who cannot be broken. So, let's recap. Kaizen teaches you to improve just 1% every day. Ikigai gives your life direction and purpose. Wabi-sabi brings you peace by helping you embrace imperfection. And Musashi's mindset makes you mentally unstoppable. If you begin to apply these 4 principles, even just one of them, your mind will transform. Your habits will change, and your entire life will shift to a higher level. Now I'd love to hear from you. Comment below, which of these 4 Japanese principles spoke to you the most? And if you want more life-changing wisdom like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.